So the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, is back for another season. The Proud Family is a very unusual show, and in both iterations of it, there are episodes that are very funny and that are not meant to be taken seriously, and then there are certain episodes that are meant to be taken very seriously. Check out Season 2's episode known as Juneteenth. Yes, the Proud Family is not afraid to face racial issues, and I'm not certain how much Disney allows them to go there, really. Now, the season had a mix of the serious and non-serious, and I have to say the premiere two-parter was a bit of a miss. It's one of those episodes where the family goes on vacation and then gets involved in like a spy plot or something. Yeah, that happened once on Family Ties, and it was stupid then too. I will say that premiere episode does go all out, and it introduces a character that reminded me of Sticky from the original Proud Family series. They're not bringing Sticky's character back, and that's due to the voice actor. That's a whole other story. And from that heels of that non-serious episode, they jump into a serious episode about how beauty pageants prefer lighter-skinned contestants. Then another serious episode where the character KG wants to find his real mother. And that plotline really gets dropped as Maya finds her real mother. Now, there was a lot of sweetness on that episode, but I kind of wish KG's conflict wasn't just sort of dropped. Seems like a very cool character. But then in the next episode, KG becomes the villain of the episode and gets all boys are better at video games than girls. Yeah, that episode felt like everybody was acting out of character, and Penny is suddenly this gaming master. I really hated the twist ending of that episode, and I saw it coming from a mile away. I won't spoil it. And then there was an episode called Forward to the Past, which had a plot so complicated it reminded me of the Season 8 finale of Rick and Morty. I talked about that, by the way. Anyway, this episode, Forward to the Past, it's kind of reverse of Back to the Future, is worth watching twice. It is that good. Then there was this episode about an Asian rapper, and that spy queen from the premiere episode is apparently editor for a teen magazine, and Penny works for her. A lot of stuff in the Proud Family doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, it's an animated show, and I suspect that reality gets suspended a lot, but there needs to be certain consistencies here that aren't happening, especially in the last two episodes. Like on the second to the last episode, Penny is tested as a genius. And then in the last episode, she's like failing every class and then wants to focus on her boyfriend, Kareem. That episode ends with a cliffhanger as Penny runs away from home. I'm assuming there's a season 4 plan for this. Now, I have no idea what the creators are planning for this plotline, but it could go real dark real fast. And I wouldn't be surprised if it does, because Proud Family, Louder and Prouder is a show that feels comfortable growing up and addressing more real issues, and I say let them.